Hey guys, before we start today's episode, I would like to say thank you to everybody who subscribed to my channel. This will be the 100 subscriber special. I couldn't continue to do this without you guys, and it's awesome that at least 100 of you subscribed to my channel. I think as of filming this, we're at 113. So I would like to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you. And yes, we do have a special build planned for the occasion. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to our Minecraft Let's Play here on the Windows 10 edition. Yes, that is right. We have upgraded to Windows 10 finally. So there's not really, a lot of difference between Windows 10 and the Xbox version, but we do have, of course, the added render distance, which is absolutely insane. Now, if you guys caught my short, I have started making shorts videos. We actually did a comparison of render distance for the Xbox versus a realm. So I'm going to hop on up here. I'm going to show you guys the difference. So right now, this is 40 chunks. And this is, of course, a lot more than we were able to render in on our Xbox. Now, I'm going to go in here real quick. I'm going to go change the render distance down to Xbox just to show you guys in case you missed that short. Where is render distance? I believe it's down here. Okay, so we'll go down. I believe on Xbox we were at 14 chunks. All right, so there we go. So that is our render distance from the Xbox. So a huge step up. It definitely makes everything feel a lot closer than it was, because we couldn't even see our Nether Portal over on that island, and now it's pretty easy to see it, right? So the world feels a lot bigger now, and it feels like we can build a lot bigger. It'll go ahead and load in. There we go. So that's our Nether Portal over there, and we were barely seeing to the tip of this island where we're going to put a villager trading hall. Now, I didn't actually go ahead and get the villagers that we needed to do our villager curing, because I went ahead and I hit 100 subscribers. And like I said, I want to thank all you guys for that, but I actually want to do a special build for you guys rather than working on that. And this room over here that I have laid out was going to be our potion room that we were going to work on, and then we were going to use that to cure our villagers. But we're gonna have to scrap those plans today, and we're gonna go actually back to M-Town, a place you guys haven't seen in quite some time. So here we are, guys, M-Town. Now, you remember when we played on Xbox, we could barely see the whole entire stadium. But now that we've gone ahead and upgraded, we can go ahead and we can actually see everything we've built. So this is M-Town so far. We have filthy bricks. We have the tree farm over there. We have our local Sunoco. We have our football stadium. We have our ancient cave, media play, the bank, the ice cream shop. And then we actually have this special block over here. So what I did was I got in touch with the guys on the Forever Bedrock realm. You guys know that I am a member there. We, hang out with all those guys all the time. And I actually invited them into my LP world. I basically made this world into a realm. And then, they came up with builds. I got the items I needed. They came in here and they built it. So I did make a short on this, but I want to actually go ahead and give these guys the proper credit they deserve and actually show these off, because in a short you really couldn't see it too much. So let's go ahead and get started here with Freb's Townhouse. So this is Freb's building. We are in the middle of a lightning storm. That is very fitting for Freb. But we are in the Freb's Townhouse right here. So if you walk in, you have a nice little area here. He does have a basement, and he actually suspended a couple animals down below. Typical Freb fashion. There is actually a pig and a cow, I believe. It's kind of hard to see right now, but they are down there, trust me, just hanging out. We can actually see them when we go back outside, because we can see under the building if I can get up here. This building's a little tight. So if we come up here, we have Fred's little library, and of course Freb had to write me a poem like bacon on shrimp and playing Minecraft with friends. PlayStation is best. And of course we know that is not true. Xbox is a superior console. Up here we have Freb's little bedroom. Of course, you got a little bit of storage. Freb always likes to keep raw meat in his bedroom. Who doesn't? And then, of course, we walk up here. He has a rooftop garden. And this is actually a pretty cool little feature, because you can still walk on the roof, and it acts like a little gateway up top. So I really do like this build from Freb. Very creative, and, very good use of the materials he requested and everything. Actually, Freb just kind of went off on his own and did his own thing. I just gave him the starter stuff, and he did everything else. And here's what I was talking about with the cow and the pig hanging out underneath. Typical Freb. So if we come over here to the side, we actually have a build by Joe Nathan. And it turns out I actually need to light this up a bit because there's a zombie there. But this is actually a KFC, only except he called it K-Dog's Fried Chicken. And they're now hiring, so if anybody wants a job, anybody looking out there, $15 an hour. But kudos to Joe on this. You know, this is an awesome build. I really like, you know, all the detail and everything like that, all the tables and chairs. And then, of course, you know, you can come back here into the kitchen and, you know, cook up some food. People are hungry. They need something to eat, right? And then, does he have anything back here? Oh, yeah, he does. That's right. He even has a little drive-through window. So, you know, you're on the go, got to grab something to eat. Just stop right there and get yourself some fried chicken. He also has potatoes and pumpkin pie. You know, good deal for Joe. And like I said, this build is amazing. I really do like it. It's very bright and colorful. And, you know, it looks like an actual restaurant. I definitely like the window shades. That's a nice little touch. And then over here on the side, he didn't have enough resources, but proposed drive-through, ran out of grant money. Next to him is Deeski's build. And this is actually, you know, H's Kitchen. It's actually inspired by the TV show that Gordon Ramsay's on. We'll call it Happy Kitchen. And if you come in here, it's another restaurant. And, of course, you know, I like the use of the tables, all that. Evidently, you can take a nap after you have a full meal. There's a bed in here. This restaurant has everything. You know, we'll go ahead. He actually ended up running out of time. You know, he had some real life stuff come up. So we'll go ahead and just toss some stuff back in here in the kitchen. Probably finish the roof because I don't think raining in a restaurant's necessarily a good thing. I don't like my food getting all wet before I eat it. Now, we're going to skip this build and come back to it because this build has something special and extra in it. So we are actually going to go over to Juggerite's store. So this is just a little mom and pop shop. You know, a small build, but it's still a cool build. You know, all these builds are definitely amazing. So if you come on in here, of course, you know, you can come in here, work on your armor. They can cut your arm off or something on the saw blade, you know, and you got a couple places to sit down and look at some greenery. So he did actually use this warped wood, and I have never really used that in any of my builds. So, you know, I actually really like that as an accent on the stone. I've never actually thought to use that, but I do like his roof too. Actually used cobbled deep slate, which we know is no longer the worst block in Minecraft. That is actually mangrove wood. So pretty cool build. So the build that I saved for last is I Am Fluffy's Bandstand. So this is a really cool build, made really good use of armor stands. You know, we can come in here and throw some clothes on these people if we want, but he actually made all like the members of a band. Like you got the lead singer, this would be, that guy's probably playing the triangle. You have the drummer here, even has the hi-hats, and then this is probably the guitarist. I'm going to say that's a guitarist. I don't know for sure, but I mean, excellent use of all these armor stands and everything, and it's just a neat build. Now, he did include one other thing. So if we hit this dispenser, we're going to get a piece of paper. And my inventory is actually full. So we got this piece of paper, right? So on this piece of paper, it says -180, -8,413. So those are actually coordinates, and it is exactly 500 chunks that way. Fluffy actually walked 500 chunks to do this. So I'm going to fly out there, and I'm actually going to grab some obsidian so I can make a nether portal out there, because I've been out there, but there's a mesa out there too. So let me grab some obsidian real quick. I'll fly out there, and we'll go ahead and make a nether portal. Whew. And finally, we are here. So I flew all the way out here. So first off, kudos to Fluffy for finding this, because there's another mesa biome, which we always need terracotta. He found a coral reef, which is right there. And then he built this. So I've tried to get this to work, and Fluffy says it works. I just don't understand technology. So if you guys want to go ahead and scan this and help me out, tell me where it goes. Maybe I'll have better luck when I convert it to a video. But he built a giant QR code out here. So, I mean, this dude is insane. This is like the third QR code thing he built, and he says they work. And the one for Freb works too. So definitely really, really cool. And oh man, I gotta tell you guys on the way out here, I know this is off topic, but there is some really gorgeous terrain on the way out here. Some like super high mountains. We might actually have another ancient city that we can find, and a bunch of awesome mountains. But we're getting off track, of course. This is a celebration episode. So we're going to go ahead and build a nether portal out here. And I'm going to go ahead and just pop out somewhere in the nether, go ahead and get back to M-Town, and we will get trucking right along with this episode. I am curious where this actually pops out at. Yeah, sure, we'll just do that. Oop. Can I mine this fast enough? Can I do it? Cool. Okay. So I'll light this. I got enough rockets. My health is pretty good. So I want to head... Uh-oh. Why do I already have a portal here? Uh-oh. Okay, well, at least we somewhat know where we are. I just gotta figure out how to get there. Well, as it turns out, that portal linked to our old mesa portal somehow, even though they're quite far apart. They're two completely separate mesas, so I'm assuming with the new terrain generation, we got lucky and got a new mesa again, which is pretty cool. So anyways, what are we going to build for the 100 subscriber challenge? Well, I figured originally I was going to build this really tall birch tree kind of from the Ring of Power. If any of you guys are watching that on Amazon Prime right now, it is an amazing show. And it's even, I still don't have enough quartz to finish this, but it's a really amazing show. And there's actually a lot of really cool build ideas. So what I was going to originally build was going to be the golden tree from the beginning of that show. That I want to save that because I started planning it out in my, test world, and it's a really big build. And I actually want to make that the center focal point of the city. So I think what we'll do is actually make that more like a 500 or 1,000 subscriber thing. But what I figured we could do for this is actually, since I hit this at the exact same time, I don't have any dirt. At the exact same time as I was building a spaceship on Forever Bedrock, what we can do is go ahead and make a little park inside of Forever Bedrock block. There is 0 dirt in here. Oh, there's some. But we can go ahead and make ourselves a little park over here. And what we can do is actually build ourselves a spaceship there. And then we can call this block complete. So, I mean, I'll have a little bit of everything. And then we'll have this little park in here. And we can go ahead and put a little spaceship in here. So I'm going to go ahead and get all this dirt down, and we'll get a general outline of where we want paths to be and everything like that. I think the spaceship build will go somewhere in here. We're just going to build a mini one, obviously, but go ahead and put a sign on it. I'll find out exactly when I hit 100 subscribers, and we'll go ahead and get started. Oh, good old Project Alphabet. I miss doing this, and yes, we are going to finish this. Actually, a lot of this is pretty much close to done. I'm missing a diamond there, and I think this one's just diamond block in these things. But this is something we got to come back to. I think we are actually on to making potions. So I actually had a lot of those. So anyways, what we are going to do for this build is actually go to the right area. Actually, I need dirt. Where's dirt? But what I want to do is I want to make this spaceship out of copper. Of course, copper. More copper. I know we did a lot of copper on Forever Bedrock, but what I'm thinking for this one is, since we oxidized all the copper on that one, what we'll actually do is make this one out of regular copper. So it'll be a little different, obviously a lot smaller. Now I do think I have a lot of copper over here in the bank, because if you guys remember, we have a vault down below. If you guys haven't watched this episode, go ahead and check it out. We built this bank, and these candles are lit, just so you know. They just take forever in Bedrock. But if we come down to our vault, it's very secure, as you guys can tell. Still got to get the netherite and the diamond blocks, but I do believe, yes, we have a good amount of copper there. Oh, I actually have extra iron. But we have all of this in copper. Now remember, this world was started actually before copper spawned, so we had to journey out to actually find it. So this is a lot of copper for this world. I think this was a 1.16 world. It was right after the Nether update came out. So we might actually have to get some more copper, but I'm not planning on this build being that big, so maybe we can get away with this amount. So I'm going to go ahead and let's get this grass laid down, and let's get our build going. Okay guys, so we went ahead and got the grass laid down, and we popped on over into my testing world, and here is the design we're going to go with. So we're going to use, like I said, a bunch of cut copper. We have this design, And these I'm probably going to go with cut copper again. I was just trying something out here just to make it look different, but I actually think cut copper kind of feels a little better on the corners. Maybe we'll do something with like these here. Maybe we'll put sea lanterns there. I think that'll look pretty cool. Maybe we'll try that. Let's actually try that right now. I don't know if I necessarily like those sea lanterns there. Maybe those are a little bit too much. What if we actually try replacing that with a sea lantern? And we'll take this back to cut copper. Because, I mean, spaceships do have lights around the outside. So that's like lights on the corner. So if we do something like that, maybe we'll go ahead and bust that out. That'll give us a little bit more visual. Yeah, you know what? Actually, you know what? Let's bust all these out. Let's bust the corners out. I think that's what we might do. We might just put sea lanterns on the outside to give it some light. I think that'll look pretty cool. Alright, are you guys ready to see Forever Bedrock Park with my 100 subscriber monument? Here we go. So this is coming off of the second block. So we have a little step up here into the park. Here is our space shuttle. I did bulk it up a little bit. I added this little bit on the edges. I might actually go ahead and toss trap doors on, but of course, you know, you kind of can't because they're going to clip into each other. Now, I actually do have a little surprise here. So I went ahead and there was a cow wandering around. So I went ahead and I named him Alien. Of course, he's not going to come out to play so we can see it, but that is Alien the cow. I figured it was fitting. So he will forever be part of the 100 subscriber memorial. Tossed a couple trees in, and then over here next to Fluffy's bandstand, we went ahead and added this nice little park bench. So, you know, you can sit back and enjoy the 100 subscriber monument. Maybe you got a little tired from the concert and you just need to kick back and relax. But a nice little park, a nice little bit of greenery in the city. You know, we can go ahead and add like moss blocks too and change some of this up, and we'll eventually do that. But for now, I like how this park turned out. It's small, it's simple, you know, it's something that you would find in a small town or a city. Of course, this is going to be a city, but you would find it, you know, in a city. And I think this is actually came together really good, and I'm really glad all of these guys got together and were able to add these builds to our city. Now, I have to go find out when I hit 100 subscribers exactly, so we can add that date on here. Subscribers, can I fit an exclamation? And we're gonna go September 16, 2022. All right, there we go. 100 subscriber monument. We've officially did it, guys. We have reached the big 100 mark, and like I said multiple times in this episode, I cannot thank you guys enough. And you guys, you know, are what keep me going. And, you know, watching my videos, hitting that like button, leaving comments. I love all of them. So thank you guys again. So with that being said, this is actually going to conclude the episode. So next episode, we're going to go back and we're going to work on our villager trading hall. We're going to try and make a mega hall because, well, we have the capabilities now because we're no longer on Xbox. And we won't have to deal with a ton of lag. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Next episode, next full-length episode you guys will see out of me, of course, is from Forever Bedrock. And we are actually doing some shenanigans on the realm. So I'm looking forward to that too. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next episode. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment. And as always, make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.